Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Simply Carolyn. Tonight I'm doing a little one-pot meal. It's going to be dirty rice. So I'm going to spin you around and let you see what I'm actually ingredients. Alright, this is the sausage. I'm using the Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage in the roll. I have 2 packs of that. I had one, but if I'm going to make dirty rice, I want you to taste the meat as well as the rice. And I have a green bell pepper, a yellow, and a red bell pepper chopped. I chopped it to save some time, to keep the video from being so long. And I have a small Valdea onion. Here I have some already minced garlic. My staples, accent, garlic, granulated garlic, and black pepper, and I have some chicken broth just in case I need some more liquid. And I'm using 2 packs of the Zatarain's dirty rice mix. So like I said, to keep the video from being so long, I have already got my sausage boiled down and chopped. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting everything together, so y'all stay tuned. Okay family, so right off I tasted the broth. Let me get you spinned around here. I tasted the broth on the sausage. Now, Jimmy Dean sausage is how can I put this? It's pre-seasoned. There's already seasonings and spices that's in there, so that when you cook it, all of that flavor do come out. So what I'm going to do, I'm going in with some of my staples, and I'm going to add just a little, because I don't like bland food, and I don't want salty food. So this is granulated garlic. That's all that's in there. It's just garlic. Yep. I don't know if you can see that, but right there. Okay. It's just dehydrated garlic. So we're going to go ahead, sprinkle some of that in there. I love garlic. I don't know about you guys. Now, any seasoning that I use, if you don't like it, you don't have to use it. You can omit it. I always tell people when I'm showing someone how I prep a dish, make the dish your own. Okay, so that's the garlic. This is accent. This is another one of my staples. Some people say, oh, accent is not good for you because it has MSG. Okay, well, that's the reason why you pray over your food, folks. Ask God to take out any impurities and eat your food. All right, because accent wakes up it does just what it says. It wakes up the flavor. All right, so that. And I also have some black pepper. Black pepper. So we're going to toss a little of that in. You can't see it coming out, but I can. Alrighty. And let me see. A spoon here. And I'm going to put in some of my minced garlic. I love garlic, and it's good for your health. So that's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons. Okay. And also, I'm going to go ahead and stir in my veggies. My white Valdea onion, red bell pepper, yellow bell pepper, and green bell pepper. So we're going to go ahead and put that in. I guess I don't want to say I'm an old-fashioned cook, but a lot of folks have told me that I cook like my grandmother, she was a very good cook, y'all. And if I'm stumbling over my words, it's because I'm tired. I am so sorry. Y'all please forgive me. All right, so I got that in there. And anytime you add something to your pot, stir from the bottom. Give it a good mix. You stir from the bottom. Yep, because you don't want all your seasonings setting on the top. Okay. My goodness. This looks good just the way it is. Okay, so this is what my pot is looking like. And again, I forgot to tell y'all one other ingredient is my chicken broth. All I did, I don't know, I'm tired. But anyway, I know I'm gonna need some more liquid in my pot. So instead of using water, I'm gonna go ahead and use this chicken broth. Not doing a whole lot. I'm just gonna put enough to cover my meat. And I'm sorry, y'all, I don't give measurements because I don't measure. But the more you cook, the more you will learn. You will learn what seasonings you like. You will learn how much ingredients of something to use. It's basically trial and error. I started the same way. I didn't know how to cook when I first got married to my son's father. What was that? Over 25 years ago. But along the way, I've learned. So I am going to put this back and let it come to a boil, and then we're going to go ahead and add our rice. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, everyone, I have already got my pot brought up to a good boil. Nice. Anytime you're making, adding rice to a pot, make sure that your liquid is hot, because that's important, because that is what makes the grain tender. Okay. And as you can see, it says right there, 1 pot. And that's what, I'm trying to bring to you guys, as well as present for myself, because I do work. Tired sometimes, so I'm trying to make something quick, delicious, as well as easy. So again, I have 2 packs of that, and this is what it looks like. There's some seasoning in the bottom of this bag, so that's why you want to go light on your seasonings at first until you get a chance to taste it. So I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see if I can. This is the seasoning mix. It is clumped because it's inside of this packet, but that's what it looks like. That's your seasoning. Again, I'm going to add 2 packs. And y'all, my hands are clean. Don't you dare be in the kitchen with nasty hands, because that's just nasty. As Miss Donna can say on Beautiful Two Creations, she makes pound cakes on YouTube. She has her YouTube channel. For those of you that are interested in learning how to make pound cakes, go over to her channel. Her husband is a minister. She's First Lady. They're wonderful, good people, and they live in North Carolina. And you can watch her video. If you follow her to the T when she's making a cake, I guarantee you your cake will come out good. Because every cake she make, sometimes she thinks that she make mistakes, and she may make mistakes according to how she's used to making things. But honey, her cakes are delicious. I've made several cakes, just looking at her video and observing her recipe. Definitely comes out good. Alright, so folks, I have my rice in here, both packs. And I'm going to give it a taste, just to make sure my seasonings are good. And we're going to put this, I have a little bit of broth left, so I might use the rest of that. Let's see. But you have to be careful. You don't want to put too much liquid in here, then your rice is going to turn out soggy. Ooh, that seasoning is good. Okay. So before I add liquid, I'm gonna go ahead and let it cook down. Let what I have in here cook down some, That's what it looks like. And then I'll know from there if I need to add more. So y'all stay tuned. Okay, y'all. I did not add any more liquid to the pot, and I'm glad I didn't. That's why it's best to let it boil down first so you can see what you're working with. So I'm just giving it a good mix. And I'm going to let you see what this looked like. And then I'm going to turn it down and let it simmer until the rice is done and tender. Okay. It's just a little bit of liquid in there that needs to soak up. Once that is done, your rice is done. So, y'all stay tuned. I'll be back to show you my final product. All right, family. So, my pot is complete. And it looks amazing. Again, it's the Zatarain's Dirty Rice Mix. 1 pot meal. So everything you're using, everything is going to be prepared in this 1 pot. So I'm going to turn it around, and let me go ahead and turn my stove off before I forget. Alright, so here is my final product. Doesn't that look delicious? So yeah, give this a try. This is something that's quick, easy, and as well as delicious. And my box says you can pick whatever protein you'd like. I use the ground sausage. You can use ground beef, ground pork, or ground turkey. So that is the end of my little video. I hope you guys like what you saw. Didn't take long. And that is just absolutely delicious. So if you like this video, y'all give me a thumbs up. And as you can see, it's full of meat. Give me a thumbs up if you like what you see here. Subscribe to my channel. And you guys have a very blessed rest of your day. I thank you for stopping by. I love you all with the love of Jesus. Y'all stay safe and stay blessed. Good night.